Hey guys, I hadn't made a video in a while. I wanted to just make a quick video. I am making my grandmother a table for Mother's Day. It's built out of 2x4s. I took 2x4s, cut them down to 2 inches. So these are all 2x2s. And I put them together. Of course the wood's crooked and the floor's crooked, so it's rocking, but I'm doing that. And while I'm building this, I'm going to do a quick review of I got some wood to joint. I'm going to do a quick review of my, what is it called? My Porter cable jointer. I am sorry, I went brain dead for a minute, but my Porter cable jointer. So bear with me. We'll get it set up and we'll go from there. Hey guys, I hadn't made a video in a while. I wanted to just make a quick video. I am making my grandmother a table for Mother's Day. It's built out of 2x4s. I took 2x4s, cut them down to 2 inches. So these are all 2x2s. And I put them together. Of course the wood's crooked and the floor's crooked, so it's rocking, but I'm doing that. And while I'm building this, I'm going to do a quick review of I got some wood to joint. I'm going to do a quick review of my, what is it called? My Porter cable jointer. I am sorry, I went brain dead for a minute, but my Porter cable jointer. So bear with me. We'll get it set up and we'll go from there. Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a video on how to use your Porter cable. Basically a review. I've had it a couple months. I love it. A lot of guys have got it and don't love it, but I do love it. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a review on it. Just hang in there with me. I'll get it started and we'll go from there. Alright guys, right here in this part of the video, I'm going to be using the tool to keep a constant pressure to get a square edge. And because the tool's so loud, I went ahead and voiced over this part so you could hear me talk and so you could get what I'm telling you. I slid it across the jointer, and there's no gap there. If you come across and you see a gap, then you got to hit it again. You want to keep running it across that till it's square. You won't see any sunlight or a gap under your board. If you do all your edges of your board like that, even if your jointer is a little unlevel or not square, you're still going to get a uniformed tabletop. It's still gonna joint together perfectly. And some boards are worse than others. Some boards are going to have to joint and plane. And after I finished doing this, I did end up planing with my Porter cable planer. But at this point, I'm just joining them all and making sure that the joiner itself gets used to make sure my tabletop is all lining up, you know. And right here, I got a cup in it. I took a pencil and marked on the back side to get the cup out of the board. And it ended up taking the board actually down to a 1/2 inch. You get some boards that are so bad with a cup that you have to take it all the way down as low as it'll go. You see the gap there. The cup's in the middle. So I kept running across the joiner literally until it took the cup out, but it left the board at a 1/2 inch. So then I had to plane all the other boards down to a 1/2 inch. That way that one board wouldn't be taller than the other. You want to plane your boards even so they look. And that's little tricks that woodworkers learn along the way. I'm self-taught, so I didn't have anyone to teach me how to do all this stuff. Basically, the guys I watched on the internet, 731 Woodworks, and a couple other guys Bourbon Moth, he's a good one to watch and learn from. You know, I watch a lot of them guys and learn how to use the stuff. Now, I don't always use the same tools as them. I have to buy at a budget. So the Porter cable's $322 compared to what the Wuhada or however you say it is like like $5.99. And if you take the red piece off, if you got a bigger board, you can joint larger boards. You just have to flip it over and then plane it once you're done. And I can make a video on that for you guys too if you like. But one thing I want to do is tell you that when you're pushing that board through, it's got very, very high pressure at the end. So you want to be using the push blocks to keep you from getting your fingers, because it just takes one accident to lose your fingers. It really is not worth it. So I would just use the push block until you're comfortable with your machine. Only time I don't use a push block is when I'm pushing it across the edge where the whole board would have to go through my hand. So I mean, an accident's happening, and it could happen. That's what I'm saying. You're best off to use your push blocks. They make different kinds. And like I said in the earlier part, I'll put some links below. And if you guys like this video, give me a like and a subscribe in the bottom. I really need them so I can keep making content for you guys, making better. I'm going to try to start doing a shed build very soon. Because I noticed there's not a lot of shed builds out there where it's from step A to step G to end it. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys. Right here, I am jointing my grandmother's tabletop to make it flat. Me and my daughter she's shooting the video, and I'm jointing. Right there, I'm pointing at the table, how there's no gap in between the board and the tabletop itself, the jointer itself. Me and her were working yesterday together to make the table for my grandmother for Mother's Day. So that's what we're doing right there. I was getting a cup and a twist out of the board. For some reason, that board there had a cup and a twist. That's what it seems like happens from my local lumber yard. I always get bent, warped, twisted, and stuff like that. So I try to pick the boards out the best I can, but sometimes the guys get to it before I can get over there and look at them. So you can see where I was making it all flat. It had all uniform squared edges on it. So, and that's what I was pointing at. I'm doing a voiceover now because you couldn't hear me with the tool on. But I just wanted to let you guys know and see, and that's the boards laying edge to edge, the tight group, compared to what it would be like if it didn't have it. It would have a little small gap, but it's got a more uniform look to it, so you know it isn't gapped, because people can tell that in their tabletops. Believe it or not, I can tell a difference now compared to then.